is my video on the 2016 election. Now, I am on a video game in order to record it. It must be this way. Where's my sounds at? Okay, so I would like to talk about how Donald Trump won, why Hillary Clinton lost, and why she became the nominee. These are very important topics in this election. Now, before I start this video, start off by listing some things out. I would like to say I am not a Trump supporter. I am not a Hillary supporter. I was a Bernie Sanders supporter, and obviously my political party didn't win. Now, if you hear any background noise, that is family in the background. Please disregard that. Let's get right into it. How did Donald Trump win? Well, first of all, he won more states. So that is the only reason why he won. He didn't win the majority vote, though. He did not at all win the majority vote. Hillary barely won the majority vote. And the thing is that the majority vote doesn't count. It doesn't mean anything, it seems like. Because more of the nation were on Hillary's side, but she didn't win. I guess it just really depends on the states, which is... It's really absurd, because shouldn't the more people, the more people making a decision, towards something, shouldn't that be, shouldn't that have effect? Shouldn't more people, whoever has a majority vote, win? That's what I'm thinking. That's what I would think would be right. Now, second of all, he won by using racism, by being a racist, by basically by not giving his political views on he would give his political views, but he would just generalize. He would give broad ideas, broad topics. He wouldn't really narrow it down to what he's going to do, and that's basically why he ran, because of racism. He just smacked on minorities like us Hispanics, Muslims, blacks, the LGBT community, just stuff like that, pretty much. But he did although say that he promises to help the LGBT community in his term. So let's keep going. Basically, the DNC was why Trump won as well. We will get into that later. The DNC is the Democratic National Convention. Now, you may think, why is the Democratic Party responsible for how Trump won? But they truly are, and we are as well. We will get into that later. Also, every single debate was more attacking Hillary than actually talking about politics. By attacking someone, you are getting you're getting attention to yourself, and you're making yourself more exposed to society, and you're making yourself public, and people are thinking, wow, this guy is actually exposing her for what she's doing. But the thing is that she the thing is that he doesn't talk about his political views. He just mainly attacks her, while Hillary does want to talk about his political views, hers and his. Now, we will also be talking about why Clinton lost. She lost because of emails, because she was a criminal. She did not have the entire Democratic Party on her side. Some Hispanics hated her. They didn't trust her, even though she was for them and not against Donald Trump. People still voted for Donald Trump for some reason, which I don't understand. Hispanics voted for Donald Trump. Muslims voted for Donald Trump. I'm not getting why these minorities. And I'm saying minority. I don't know why I'm saying minorities when we're the majority of the population, or will be. It's just really weird how you would vote for someone who's against every single part of your political view. It's just insanity. Also, because deaths could be apparently connected to her. Like, there's deaths that in court cases, when people would try to sue her, or people would try to put a case against her, these deaths are all linked to her. Before they could even say anything, the person who made the case dies. Not that that's important or anything, but that's just awfully weird, and that's what people think about her. I'm not saying that these accusations are correct, but I'm saying that these are what some people thought was the reason not to vote for her. She apparently silenced women, making threats like relating to Bill's affairs. She threatened the women who would say anything about the affairs, apparently, and the DNC favored her over Sanders. That's basically the most important thing. The DNC is what cost us, what cost my political party the election. Bernie Sanders was the best candidate for the job. He had no dirt to be dug up. Hillary did. The DNC sent her in because even before Sanders was running, they thought that this girl Hillary, she would be the perfect candidate to fight against Trump, because they believed in her husband. They not only believed in her husband, in the past 30 years, they believed that she did a good job. So they put her up there. But what they didn't know is that Trump's strategy was to basically attack people. And if you put him against Bernie Sanders, what could he attack about Bernie? His political views? Yes, that's exactly what it should have been. His political views. But no, they attacked her because of the things she did. I'm not sure why the DNC sent her that, and I'm not sure why she's not jailed. I'm not sure why she's not jailed right now. She's apparently too big to jail, which I don't understand. A person shouldn't be too big to jail. Anyone should be jailed if they commit a criminal act. And her criminal act were these servers. These super delegates are what cost us for not having Bernie Sanders up there. They cost us the election. These super delegates are people who basically chose Hillary over Bernie. The person with the most super delegates are the ones that make it through as a Democratic nominee. So the thing is, we voted for Bernie. Bernie should have been that nominee, but no. The superdelegates say, no, we're more important than you. No, they don't clearly say this, but it's basically saying it. Their role is to pick someone who's essentially the best. So basically, there's no point in voting. There is no point in voting who we think is the best, because they're just going to choose it anyway. There's no point in voting. I don't understand this. I really don't. Then basically the Hillary supporters as well, and Hillary herself, I'm not sure why they didn't back down. If they knew they thought they were going to have a chance. They honestly thought. But the thing is that by having her criminal records, her criminal acts, I'm not sure if they're real now. We don't know. We all don't know. But the thing is that these are accusations that play towards Trump's side. Why not step down and have someone who has a better chance than you be the president? I don't understand this. I really don't. I really don't understand it. And the fact that also 15,000 people voted for Harambe is just stupid. It was a meme for 2 weeks. It was stupid after that. I'm not sure why these idiots vote for Harambe. And also Bernie Sanders supporters. Bernie Sanders supporters did not comply with Hillary. Some of them didn't. They did not want to vote for Hillary at all because of her acts. She's constantly changing. You know, she was a Republican in the past, right? She believed in many of the Republican sides. Her money is blood money. It's corrupt money. Bernie Sanders was pure based on us, the people, wanting him to be up there. But no, her money was blood money. And people just didn't vote overall. Bernie Sanders supporters didn't vote for her. They didn't trust her, which they had a reason to. Believe me. Please hear what I'm saying. We have a reason. By we, I mean us Bernie Sanders supporters. We have a reason not to vote for her. We have a reason not to vote for him. They're just equally as bad. Please don't say Hillary is less evil, Trump's more evil, or Trump's less evil and Hillary's more evil. No, they're both equally the same. That is my opinion. And if you deny it before even looking at it, then it's an act of bigotry in its own, and it really pisses me off when that stuff happens. And people were saying that Hillary created ISIS. I'm not sure. I have not looked into it, but a lot of people and a lot of credible sources are claiming that she created ISIS. That she's been feeding the ISIS groups for years. pretty much it. Basically, the two main things I have to say are superdelegates and the DNC. The DNC, our own political party, was at fault of why Trump won. So don't be mad at not only Trump. Please be mad at our own party. People aren't awake at this. These three people that I know that have tweeted or anything posted related to that are Angel, Javier, and Tom. They know this because they are my colleagues. I think of them more as colleagues because they are actually awake, unlike most of you. And I hope this video will enlighten you to please step up and believe in what's right. And that's pretty much it. I made a 17 video face cam and it just didn't, it's too long. Hopefully this is shorter. I am done with my rant. Take note, the DNC is at fault. And I hope you who have Mexican immigrants as parents, I hope you love your parents till the day you die. Stick with them in these upcoming 4 years, even after. Like, it shouldn't even be a question. But if they do end up getting deported, make sure your time now with them is not, make sure it's not forgettable. Spend every time. What kind of person, what kind of man takes away a child's parents? That's just pure insanity. No child should have to go without having a parent. And just racism is just another key topic. Just note, superdelegates, just stay strong. We have to stick it. It has been the past 8 years, even way before, we have been a divided nation. These upcoming 4 will be the harshest 4 years I think we will ever have. The things going on right now in New York, the things going on everywhere, it's just, these protests are just getting crazy and crazier. It's just really crazy. And just love each other. We will make it through this, but just please understand to love one another, treat each other like brothers and sisters, and make sure you enjoy your time with your parents if you are of that descent, or of any descent that whose parents are getting deported. Have a nice day. Thank you for watching.